So I just went through some scans of the biotech industry here. The healthcare sector has been really strong lately, and it's been performing really well the past couple weeks, at least, and not longer in a lot of stocks. Like even the large cap stocks are starting to look like they're ready to break out again. The IBB just broke out today to a new 52-week high, and it looks like the way it's going, it looks like it's going to continue because it had a failed signal there on the breakdown on the trend line there. It sort of went below it and then just popped right back up. It looked like it was going to keep going down for a while, but it didn't. So it's very interesting. But I've been focusing on these scans right now on these low price biotech stocks, and I found a few more here. I was just looking for ones with high RSI, so I sorted by RSI 2, and I looked at all the ones above 70 RSI 2. So the ones I just added a second ago was IMMX, and these are all just bullish charts. So I just looked for the ones with the best looking charts, and it had to be a bullish looking chart. It's been moving with the sector here. There's just a lot of these. Some of them look even better than others, of course. So this one's interesting. Like I remember this one from some years back. It can run. Maybe that was another ticker, but this one's already up a lot, so it's not like a top watch here, a top priority, but it just has the same kind of bull flag because we just saw the sector ETFs do a bull flag and break out. So some of these are just kind of lagging, but even though they're running with the industry, so that looks like a bull flag to me. And I found the one in Midgie too. Even though Midgie was up a lot, it did a bull flag too. Like I said in the other video the other day that this looked like a bull flag, and it is breaking out over that consolidation there. So I mean, it went from like you know 70 cents to like $4, which for these low price, low market cap ones, it's not too crazy a move. Like the NKTX was more of a crazy move, and that one I found this one at like I guess it was like $3 in the high twos. I think yeah, it was like $3 when it was kind of curling up because it just had that steady uptrend, and you kind of just have to look at enough of them. I just have a good eye for them, and they look like a bull flag. This was actually the epitome of a bull flag. I always talk about the volume decreases on the flag, so that was a big spike, and then it just starts to sell off each day a little bit, but nothing like a crazy spike down. And the volume just kind of went down each day. So it's 21 million, 7 million, 4 million, 2 million. So it's just consolidating. And it's just like that's like the epitome really of a bull flag. It's as much the volume as it is the candles and just the downtrend off the high. So this one did another bull flag, and I really thought it was gonna just take a rest here because it went from a dollar to like $5-6, in just a few months here, a couple months. So, but this is an incredible momentum. It almost looks like a short squeeze today, but I don't have the time to look into all the fundamentals on all these tickers, but I just find the strength. And a lot of times, I'm sure they have some good fundamentals going too, but the technicals kind of just lead the way here. So I also added KRYS because KRYS even though it's not really close to breaking out, it looks like it's got a good chance with that flag. But this one, I just saw that flag, so I didn't look at this resistance here. That could be a problem for it if it doesn't break over 130, 131. It needs to really break over 131. So, but it just has a nice uptrend going now, and it looks like a bull flag, another bull flag right there. So I'd say that's probably one of my lower priorities now, or not one of the better ones, but it's still good. It's still uptrending now with the sector. So the MCRB, if it can get over this 144, so if we hit actually it did get over it, yeah, this one it needs to get over 163. Yeah, 163. So if we get 164, 165, this one's a buy too, just on the technical bottom. So I'm just gonna put out a tweet with all these tickers as soon as I finish this video. So I'll put that on my Twitter account. It's at Twitter stock_pursuit. So it's stock pursuit. And I think if you just search stock pursuit, I think it would probably come up. So that's the handle. So I'll put that full watch list, but I'll show them here, but I'm not going to go through every single one of them though, because I just have so many biotechs on my watch list now. This is my second biotech watch list. So MCRB is good over 164, 163. And it looks like it's really going to try, even though there's some weird volume going on here on the sell days. But I'm not sure what that is. Like, there's no range on that day either, and it traded 17 million shares. That's kind of weird, but let's see if this one has a history. I don't see any crazy runs here. Looks like it can go a little bit, but I'm not sure what that was. Might be a reverse split, but that was a big move there. So that's not going to be a top one either, because it doesn't have a history of consistent runs. But there is a trade there on the breakout. And the CHRS, this one's more familiar to me as a runner. But I'm just finding the best charts here and putting them up, whether they've got a history or not. And maybe they will run with, a lot. Who knows? This strength's been pretty crazy here the past couple weeks. So CHRS is a nice bull flag. And the reason I just picked this one is it's familiar to me for having run back in the past. It's definitely had some runs in the past. But it's not the best chart, but this really looks like a bull flag here from that spike there. Like the volume's decreasing each day. And it just spiked out of it actually, like it barely spiked out over it. So any continuations, it's a buy too. So like 312. I never do like a penny above the breakout, because I've seen fake outs where they just take it a penny above and send it back. So if it hits 312 or 312, so 2 pennies over 310 was the high. That's a good one. I'm just kind of curiosity here. I'm trying to find one of these big runs it did in the past. Yeah, back in 2014 it had some good, in 2015, and back 2016. I want to say it did reverse splits too, because I remember the stock. I think the stock's always been a penny stock, like $4 or so or less. I could be wrong though. But it's just one of those tickers I just see it and I remember it from years ago. And so you get the other ones. So yeah, let's jump to the main biotech watch list here. I haven't even checked the rest of the market. I'm just gonna do this video on the biotechs because I really like the sector chart. Like the IBB is just really strong. I bought some calls on this one. I bought the 143 calls. I think it might have been 144 because I was debating between. I think I got the 143. Let's see. I think that was in another account. I got my other account pulled up here. But yeah, I was like, I think this one's gonna go. So I figure out the money's good enough because looks like it's really gonna go here. It's definitely a multi-time frame breakout. And the XBI is good too. That's the other ETF that's tracking these biotech and biopharma. So it had an even better failed signal here. Like it did a hammer right off of that trend support. It did looked like it was gonna start breaking down below that trend line, and then bam, it just came right back up and broke the bull flag right there. And this one just trades really well on this channel and off these flags. So that one was kind of messy there, but this flag here is great, and the volume was really high today, 21 million shares. 21 million traded on the day. It was actually the amount it traded on this day here, which was the day where it decided it was gonna really break that downtrend, because it was in a downtrend here, and then it broke out, started to break there, and then really showed it was gonna break out on that day on the 3rd of November. And the volume that day was 21.1 million, and the volume today is 21.2 million. So it's very similar, which I mean, just couldn't really be any more bullish, really. And it broke out today too and it broke out. It's not quite a multi-month breakout, but looks like it took out the 52-week high, the year high. Yeah. So yeah, it's still got a lot of room to go if it hits over that. So yeah, let's go to these other ones. Let's go through a couple more biotech, and then I'll see how much time I've got, because I don't want to do like a 30-minute video. So yeah, this watch list is full, so I just did another one. My MBRX looks like it's gonna fail, maybe 14% down. That was like one of the only ones down. Well, it's right on trend. It's right on that new support level. So we'll see. There's not really crazy volume either. So maybe it'll hold. Who knows? That's one of them. I've kind of got a basket of these now. Like I can't trade all of them, but I've got a good bit. Like I got Wriggle, NO. They got the INO. Got DNA, AKBA calls, ABCL calls, and I've got some shares and other ones too. But I'd say probably about half of these. So I guess I do have a decent sized basket, really. And I'm just trying to think of the ones I added today. Yeah, the ACST followed through off the flag break. CRVS, I did a tweet on that one. It's CRBS is kind of doing what the other ones did, or a lot of stocks have done, where they just base out and then break over that level to be a technical bottom when it breaks over the lower high. The the lady Viv the Bio Queen on Twitter, she told me she likes this stock, X4. So I just added this one to my watch list because she really knows her biotech and her pharmaceutical companies. So she's always ahead of the game too. So there could be something really good going on with this one. And I'm just gonna wait for some technicals to come in. Like it looks like it's got a lot of support here at about 80 cents, even a little lower maybe, like about 70 cents is the lowest support level, but this is a good range right about here. It's got a lot of support in this range here. So we're almost there to break out over that level. If it gets above this level here, it's a technical bottom because it'll have actually broken over a lower high. So, but the prices hasn't been taken out yet. So, like if we get $1 for sure, it's looking good. But over 92, 93, it looks like 96 on that one. Yeah, I think I'll probably just wait for the $1 because that's a good round number too. But if it goes in the mid 90s on some volume or a spike day, that could be interesting. But yeah, I'm just kind of watching this one now to see if it gets some good technicals first. And my NO is doing really well. Just printed a hammer. So this one can go too. It's one of those that can just keep running. Kind of like the GSAT. Like I was saying, the NO, it's either gonna go a lot or not go at all. Like the GSAT broke out today too again. This one's just the momentum is really strong still. But that's not a biotech, but it's just kind of one of those. It just keeps going. And I don't think I added any more new ones. Maybe the CLSD. No, that one's old. XCRS. Still got trend support. Yeah, most of these still look really good. Like even like the ABEO. It's kind of slower than the other ones, but this really looks like a high flag. Looks like a high flag there, bull flag. There's another one with a high flag. Let's see. It's hard to keep them all straight sometimes because there's so many of them here. Yeah, all these still look pretty good. EVGN, MBRX. Yeah, CRVS has got a good chart. It's definitely a bottom now. Yeah, I can't remember which one that was. It might have been another watch list. Oh, I think it was probably the EVGN or the ARQT. But all these have really good charts still. So that's my thoughts on some of these ones that I think still have a lot of potential and good chart setups. I mean, there's even more like in the scan. There's some more bull flags, but like BCAB is a bull flag, but the stock just hasn't gone anywhere the past year. I mean, it doesn't really have the technicals that I like. But it's got potential there with the flag, but it's just not the best one. But that one's worth watching too. Is BCAB because it's got a really clean bull flag. I mean, who knows? Maybe it'll just go anyway. I mean, a lot of them look the same. Like, because I was looking for the high RSI, so a lot of them are in bull flags because XBI and IBB just came off a bull flag. So yeah, those are bios and pharma. There's probably even some good charts in large caps, but I can't look at all of them, and usually the technicals just aren't as clean for me. I mean, sometimes you can get good technicals in large caps, but more often than not, they're just more choppy and there's less momentum. It's just a different kind of price action. I'm just looking through some more of these biotech, make sure I didn't miss anything. But I got the highest RSI ones, so that's a good list. It's a good list there still. Looks like I'm at 20 minutes, so I guess I'll look at oil because my rig puts are still doing really well, and I think it may even have more downside. But I guess crude oil is right around some support there, so it could take it out because it's just been so weak. You know, especially with the relative strength and everything else. You know, and even natural gas. You know, natural gas is up a lot, which is funny because it's been such a dog for like a year, months. You know, so the fact that crude oil is down 3% today seems pretty telling that there's a lot of weakness there. There's some kind of reevaluation. Could be supplies, could be demand. You know, you never know. Like, there's so many factors. There's demand that goes into it too. And you can analyze like rig counts and stuff all you want, but if there's a recession in a couple months, you know, you can forget about all those other previous analysis. So yeah, so my rig puts are going well. Like, a lot of these calls haven't played out at least yet because a lot of them are out of the money. But my my rig puts are doing really well, like up over 100% now. And I bought those back on the 28th of December, so I'm actually holding it longer than I usually do for oil puts, but it's just a good week chart. I'm just gonna keep holding these puts really until we reverse. If we take out that down channel resistance, looks like this is a pretty good channel here. So some pretty rough levels here. So if we take out that like tomorrow, if it goes, you know, over 610 or 615, then I'm gonna consider, you know, just taking the gains, but it very well just might speed up on the downside here because it still looks really weak, and it's got like 560, 550 support. We'll see what happens. Maybe it'll just take it out. But I think my puts are monthly, so actually it's a weekly. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna be out of these pretty soon because they expire on the 12th. So yeah, I'll be taking some profits there. Maybe tomorrow, and if it shows any strength, I'm just gonna get out. So yeah, those are the main things that are sort of working right now for me and that I see. And let's check on the shippers because those. Oh yeah, those are down today. That's interesting. I guess with the oil, that probably had something to do with it. So today was kind of crazy with the Russell. So I'm just gonna look at some indices real quick. Yeah, it's really trying to put in a bull flag there on the Nasdaq, and look at that RTY bounced right off my level. I drew that level like days ago, and it totally held. I mean, it really held yesterday, and then it just continued today. I mean, it printed a hammer, so it's kind of doing what Biotech did. Now that I think about it and look at it here, I mean, it's the same thing as Biotech. It's just got that uptrend. It tried to break down, then just reclaimed. Looks like the futures opened up inside my trend line too, for sure. Yeah, so it may be off to the races. Like, let's see, there's the flag too right there. So yeah, we're breaking out over that flag too. Yeah, if it's green tomorrow, small caps could really go. I think there's still like some little squeezes out there, short squeezes. Could be it, or could be just like the flow coming in too, but it doesn't really matter. It's just showing us that it still wants to go higher, unless it fakes out. You never know. But with the way biotech's going, and I'm sure a lot of other sectors are strong too. Well, healthcare is strong. Industrials are holding some major support there so far. Now let's look at staples. Those are still holding. Consumer staples. And it's still a really good chart, really bullish chart. Yeah, so that's gonna wrap it up from my end here. I'll probably look at some more charts before I go to bed, but that's where I've got this focus now on these biotech and pharmaceutical stocks. So yeah, I'll just call it a wrap, and I'll catch you in the next one.